be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bearcats have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Utah Utes offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Caught behind the line. It's Parker. Nice move there. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Back to pass, it's Dampier. Caught over the middle, it's Davis. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Utes moving quickly to the line.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Bentley. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Just keep slinging it. Looking to the big tight end. This time it's complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And that one's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Utes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the Utes are threatening on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Dampier. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Man, he's already got 43 yards for them on the ground already in this 1st quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Makes the grab. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Surging forward on the sneak. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Bearcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but, David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Utah.
The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. It's caught. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Takes a handoff. It's Parker. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He now has 61 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. Got it in the middle with Simmons. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The quick out, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Trying to do it on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed gimme fourth down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Catch in the middle, it's Andrews. Touchdown, Utes! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that
There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on! Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. And the Utes want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He'll pull it on the read. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. At the 20, he's got space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Lets it fly. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw. His guy could catch it, or nobody could catch it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. play action. Looking for the score. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Ready to fire from the pistol. He leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Get it out on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Defense.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. Free yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Walker. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a gap. It's Walker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catch them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
He's looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Makes the catch. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Punt is on its way. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Walker. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Finds the tight end. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Flips it out to the back. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback.
It's a fumble! And he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield very late in the half. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback keeps it. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, 4th down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down.
Number 17 on the field goal.
The field goal is no good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. The Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Snagged in the middle, it's Walker. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Bearcats are flying down the field. Trying to set up the screen. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Sorsby. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time.
Touchdown, Bearcats! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. He'll do it himself. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Back to pass on second down. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Dampier. Got it in the middle, it's Bentley. Brings into the open. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Man, you see those tight ends catch the football. You're coming up and try to get them on the ground as fast as they can. They're such big athletes, though. You gotta pick your poison. A lot of times you try to go low, and they hurdle you or put that hand down. Nice job by the tight end breaking a tackle and getting some extra yards.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. And the Utes will hustle to the line. From the gun, give on the inside. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Dampier. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's how you take care of one of the faster quarterbacks in college football. You don't even give him a chance to scramble. That defense was all over him. They had multiple guys win their one-on-ones. They got into the backfield and brought him down for a sack inside the pocket.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Utah! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
He's looking to throw. He's in the end zone for the 2 as the lead now stands at 6. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. the drive, wants to throw. Got a man. It's Walker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
This is why Risackle is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Pryor. Plows through the defense. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
A first down run in the red zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And I think it's go time now at this point in the game if you're on offense because you need a touchdown. You have this golden opportunity down close to the goal line. Who is a playmaker you can identify offensively that you know can win one-on-one to get you the score?
Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all the stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's reeled in. It's Bentley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why play action is... in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On the ground, it's Parker. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Utes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the air, it's Dampier. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback. It's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush. Sometimes it's a 3-man rush. Sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've been giving up sack after sack after sack in this game.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Utes! They move on top here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
Here comes the two-point try. He's looking to throw. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. An 84-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation. So the defense is just pitting their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Gonna run it. It's Pryor. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll leave it with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Bearcats! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. Looking for a crease. It's Parker. Shakes off the defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Grab near the marker. It's Simmons. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. After that last completion, it's second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Oh, the unthinkable has happened for this offense. They're into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the D.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. To the air on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.